$5 a day. That's $150 a month. Over 30 years at an 8% average market return. That $5 a day becomes $340,000. And if the market performs closer to its historical average of 10%, you're looking at $500,000. Here's what's broken about how most beginners approach this. They wait. They tell themselves they'll start investing once they have $500 saved or once they figure out the right way to do it. Meanwhile, the most powerful force in personal finance, compound interest, is running for other people, not them. Compound interest means your money earns returns, and then those returns earn returns on top of themselves. Time is the engine. Every month you wait, the engine runs without you. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete 3-step system to start investing $5 a day account, asset, automation, and you'll know exactly how to set it up today. Let's start with the math. Step 1. Understand what $5 a day actually becomes. Most people hear $5 a day and think it's too small to matter. That instinct is wrong, and the numbers prove it. $5 a day is $150 a month. That's $1,800 a year on its own. That's not a dramatic amount, but invested consistently and left alone. Here's what happens. At 10 years, roughly $26,000. At 20 years, roughly $102,000. At 30 years, roughly $340,000. Those figures assume an 8% average annual return, a conservative estimate based on the long-term average of a broad stock market index fund. If you hit closer to 10%, the 30-year figure climbs past $500,000. The reason the number jumps so dramatically between year 20 and year 30 is compound interest. Here's what that means in plain terms. In year 1, your $1,800 earns a return. In year 2, you earn a return on that original money and on last year's return. Every single year, the pile you're earning on gets bigger, even if you never increase your contribution. That's why the last 10 years of a 30-year run add more dollars than the first 20 combined. The math isn't magic. It's just time working in your favor. The only way to lose is to not start. Pull up a compound interest calculator. There are free ones online, and type in $150 per month, 8% return, and set the time frame to 30 years. Look at the number. Write it down somewhere. That's your target. That's what $5 a day is actually worth. Step 2. Choose the right account. Before you pick what to invest in, you need somewhere to put it. This is where most beginners get stuck, so let's cut through it. There are 2 accounts you need to know about as a beginner: a Roth IRA and a standard brokerage account. A Roth IRA, individual retirement account, is a tax-advantaged account. That phrase means the government gives you a benefit for using it. Specifically, you put money in after paying taxes on it. It grows tax-free inside the account. And when you withdraw it in retirement, you pay 0 taxes on the growth. On $5 a day over 30 years, that tax-free growth could save you tens of thousands of dollars. The catch: you need earned income to contribute to a Roth IRA, and there are annual contribution limits, $6,500 per year as of recent tax law. For most people starting out, that limit is more than enough to cover $150 a month. If you don't qualify for a Roth IRA, maybe you're under 18, or your income situation is different, a standard brokerage account works fine. You'll owe taxes on gains when you sell, but there's no income requirement and no contribution limit. For brokerages, 3 platforms consistently stand out for beginners because they have no account minimums and no trading fees: Fidelity, Schwab, and M1 Finance. Any of these 3 will let you open an account and start with $5. No minimum, no catch. What to do? If you have earned income, go to Fidelity or Schwab's website right now and open a Roth IRA. The process takes about 10 minutes. If you're not eligible, open a standard brokerage account at the same platforms. Don't spend a week deciding either account works. What matters is that you open it today. Step 3. Choose what to buy once your account is open. You need to decide what to actually invest in. For beginners, there's one correct answer: a total market index fund. An index fund is a single investment that buys a small piece of hundreds, sometimes thousands of companies all at once. Instead of picking one stock and hoping it goes up, you own a slice of the entire market. When the market grows, your investment grows with it. When individual companies fail, the others carry the weight. The specific fund most beginners should know. VTI, that's the ticker symbol for the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. It holds over 3,500 individual U.S. companies in one purchase. The annual fee is 0.03%, that's 3 cents per year on every $100 you invest. Nearly free. If your brokerage doesn't offer VTI, look for FSKAX at Fidelity or SWTSX at Schwab. They work the same way. This is not a complex decision. You're not trying to beat the market. You're buying the market. And historically, over long periods of time, the market goes up. What to do? Log into your new account. Search for VTI, FSKAX, or SWTSX, depending on your platform. Buy whatever dollar amount you have right now, even if it's $5. That first purchase makes it real. If this is already reshaping how you think about getting started, the subscribe button is right there. Every week on The Vault, this is what we do. Take the financial concepts that sound complicated and turn them into systems you can actually use. One click and you won't miss it. Step 4. Automate it. This is the step that actually matters. Here's the thing about investing $5 a day. The psychology of it is harder than the math. If you have to manually make a transfer every week, you'll skip it. Life gets busy, you'll tell yourself you'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes never. The solution is automation. Remove the decision entirely. Every major brokerage, Fidelity, Schwab, M1 Finance, has a feature called automatic investing or recurring investment. Here's exactly what it does. You set a dollar amount, a frequency, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and it pulls the money from your linked bank account and invests it automatically, on schedule, without you doing anything. At $150 a month, that's one automatic transfer, once a month, that you set up once and never touch again. The research on this is consistent. People who automate their investments accumulate significantly more wealth over time than people who invest manually, not because they invest more, but because they never stop. Automation removes the friction, and removing friction is the single most important thing you can do at the beginning. What to do? Find the automatic investing or recurring investment setting inside your brokerage account. Set it to $150 on the first of every month, directed to VTI or your chosen index fund. Link your bank account. Confirm. You're done. That one setup action could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Here's the thing nobody says out loud about starting with $5 a day, and it's the most important part of this entire video. The amount you start with is almost irrelevant. What you're actually building in the first year isn't wealth. It's evidence to your own brain that you are the kind of person who invests. That identity shift from someone who wants to invest someday to someone who invests every month is worth more than the actual dollars at this stage. Here's why that matters. When your income increases, when you get a raise, take on a side project, or cut a recurring expense, the default behavior of a non-investor is to spend the extra money. The default behavior of someone who already has an automated investment account is to increase the contribution. The habit is already there. You just turn it up. $5 a day at 22 years old becomes $50 a day at 28. That compounding behavior, where the habit scales with your income, is what actually builds wealth over a lifetime. The $5 isn't the destination. It's the ignition. Most people wait until they feel ready or stable enough to start. But readiness is a feeling, not a financial state. The people who build real wealth don't wait for the right moment. They use the current moment to build the habit, then scale it. Starting small on purpose is a strategy, not a compromise. So here's where you actually stand right now. If you're starting from zero, no investment account, no habit, maybe some skepticism about whether this even works for regular people, your one move today is to open the account. Not fund it perfectly, not research every fund, just open it, go to Fidelity, open a Roth IRA. Takes 10 minutes, link your bank account, buy $5 of VTI, set up a monthly automatic investment of whatever you can actually commit to, even if it's $50 a month to start, then leave it alone. That's it. You don't need a financial advisor. You don't need a spreadsheet. You don't need to understand every nuance of tax law. You need an account, one index fund, and one automatic transfer. The $340,000 you saw in that 30-year projection isn't built by someone with a perfect financial plan. It's built by someone who started, stayed consistent, and let time do the rest. You can be that person. The account takes 10 minutes to open. Here's the one thing to take away from everything you just heard. The best time to start investing was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. With $5, open the account. Buy the index fund. Automate the transfer, then go live your life while compound interest does its job in the background. If someone you know keeps saying they'll start investing when the time is right, send them this video. That might be the most valuable thing that happens to their finances this year.